Hello, my name is Nicholas Cassiano, and today I am doing Texans and healthcare for our issue at hand. Why is this important? Healthcare becomes an important topic for not only Texas but for the United States when it comes to discussing its accessibility. America also has one of the highest obesity rates in the world. I believe it's 1 in 3, which means a lot of people aren't really healthy. And a lot of people could use that healthcare. Texas also has the highest percentage of uninsured residents in the nation. We'll go more into that later. And healthcare is something that affects everyone, not in terms of its accessibility, but in terms of its actual use. So those without healthcare, it's pretty nuts. In 2019, as you can see, it's 18%, and this is before COVID. So I imagine now it is much, much, much more higher. The challenges to face: Texans can be culturally stubborn. Um, you know, kind of happy with the way things already are. Texans also have barbecues and meaty foods that support not necessarily the greatest diet, and Texans are usually against government regulations. Uh, and then there's also accessibility. Many Americans are only covered by their employers, and due to COVID, that has rampaged the world, a lot of people have lost their jobs. And since Texas uninsurance was, or those in Texas that were uninsured was already super high, it's extremely high now because a lot have lost their jobs. And then it asks the questions: who should pay for it? What should the cost be? And my suggested solutions are the implementation of accessible gyms, healthy diets, and healthy foods. This is kind of tackling the problem at the core. Uh, you know, Tackling more of an obesity thing, which in turn will help the healthcare and its cost be tremendously lowered because people are healthy, people are less prone to be sick. Another thing we could address is the pharmaceutical monopoly. That is kind of its own thing, but it definitely ties into how expensive healthcare is and why it's so expensive right now. So addressing it, letting the people know, like, look, it's not the fact that we don't want it; it's the fact that it's so expensive and that they're the reason why. Companies, depending on the size, must insure past employees for at least a year. This will help companies also if they are. This will make companies less or more reluctant to let people go because they know they'll pay for their employees' insurance, and it'll create a little scenario of companies working together to where they help their former employees get a job, and add a healthcare program that covers the basic needs by moving around the budget. So this will help keep the costs similar in terms of taxes, but uh, not increase taxes. Criticisms of my solutions: there's already many promotions for healthy diets and deterrents for unhealthy foods and such. My answer to this would be it's obviously not enough, and the gym should be as common as fast food restaurants, or even have fast food restaurants have gyms. Politicians are not going to tackle the pharmaceutical monopolies because they're already too powerful. And while this may be true, just putting light out there will help the situation a lot. Companies will exploit this by firing employees instead of paying for their healthcare, and this could be remedied by having an HR rep sign off, making sure that it is indeed true firing, that the employee did something wrong, or having companies be fined, or even both, for if they're caught doing this. And public health care will increase our taxes and will be effective. And like I said, it's more of a budget workaround. So taxes aren't increased. Rather, something like the military is taken away a little bit of their budget and added to the healthcare. So in conclusion, Texans have the highest uninsured rate in the United States, which is why I believe it's the most important issue. Solutions are worth the shot, but may be difficult to implement. As you know, some things take a little while to get through in terms of the United States government and the Texas government. And if one solution could be worked, the rest are tackled. I feel like it's a domino effect. If one is tackled, the rest will begin to work just fine. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope you have a great day.